Same thing you said.
Oh yeah. It's a sensitive piece of machinery right there.
Hello, this is Randy Schooneman with Bulldog Rooter. Today's date is February 3rd, 2016, and we are looking at a sewer that runs out in West 1st Street in Cheney. We're going to do a video inspection for the main line from the house to this sewer. The house is at 1026 West 1st Street. We're going to begin pulling back right now. You can see water running out there, and we immediately go right into a nice concrete pipe. You can see some good flow here. We've done about 5 toilet flushes after we jetted this. It was severely compacted with sewage sludge. We'd cabled it 5 times the night before, and we're not making a dent in it. We're in right now just past 13 feet. You can see a little separation there of the pipe. It's settled downhill, but it's you can see how it kind of steps down. The bottom of the pipe where you see the water running is actually at the top of the screen, but this is at the bottom, and it's kind of stair-stepping a normal direction, so it won't do a whole lot to impede the flow of waste from the house. Coming up on about 20 feet right here. And again, this is back from the sewer. Good grade. The concrete looks to be in great shape. Little hub there. Same thing, stair steps a little bit downstream. You can see the swirl marks in the cable that Will left here on one of his 5 attempts last night. Have a little root intrusion here. This is at about 34 feet out. Fairly sizable separation. Coming up on 40 feet here pretty quick. And here is a pretty good sized root ball. This has already been cabled 5 times, so I've got some. We could continue cabling it and hopefully get it out of there. But again, this is at about 40 feet out. Or 40 feet back from the sewer, excuse me. Here's another little root intrusion here at about 48 feet back from the main sewer line. And we just passed 50 feet. Okay, right here is a little area of concern. This is where sludge begins, right here. You can see we've got a minor separation here, but more than that, we're starting to, instead of grading downhill towards the sewer, we're actually grading uphill a little bit. This is at about 60 feet. We have a little pool here, and what happens is sewage, flushable wipes, debris from the garbage disposal, feces, so forth will settle here, and the liquid will flow out the downhill side, but the sewage a lot of times will remain. And got a fairly decent pool here. My camera lens is about 1.5 inches in diameter. We're almost halfway up the lens. In fact, here we are halfway up the lens. We hit that, what, at about 60 feet? Yeah, and we're now at 67 feet. Starting to come out of it, but it continues back. Right here is 70 feet. So you've got about a 10-foot flat spot that will continue to give you some problems. And right here we're about 80 feet back from the sewer, continuing towards the clean out in the backyard. Fairly decent little root intrusion. That's about 88 feet back roughly, or excuse me, 86 feet back from the sewer line in the street. You can see we punched a pretty good sized hole in that one. Coming up on another little root intrusion there. And right here, we are back at 100 feet from the sewer line in the street. Another sizable root intrusion. It looks like a separation there at the very top where you see the roots coming through. You can see where we've punched a hole through that root mass. Coming up on 110 feet right here. This right here looks like a hard to say what they used here at the joint. I'm used to seeing a 45 or a 20-degree bend, 22-degree bend. This looks like they may have just gotten really close with the pipe they had and then put a lot of tar, maybe concrete around the outside. But this looks like a pretty nasty intrusion right here. Could possibly be the top of another cleanout that's out further as well. That doesn't have a lid on it, and they maybe put a coffee can over and that's rusted out over the year. Pretty sizable separation there. Another little root mass there. Right here we're sitting at about 130 feet back from the sewer line. Coming up on 140 feet right here. Again, continuing to see good grade other than that one 10-foot section that looks horrid. Little root intrusion there. Here we are at 150 feet back from the sewer right here. Little root intrusion there. We're coming up on that's right there at about 160 feet. 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 Coming up on 190 feet right here. Go back here just a little bit. This is the 200-foot mark right here. You can see the sewer gas is inside the pipe, kind of obscuring our vision a little bit. That's just methane from the sewer. That looks like a flushable wipe from inside the house. And right here, we're at 210 feet. We're looking straight down the cleanout that's in the backyard by the deck. So we've got a 210-foot long main line from the clean out in the backyard. This is where we did our jetting and cabling from, and over here, of course, is the deck. But anyway, this is we'll conclude the video inspection of the line here. We're at 1026 West 1st Street in Cheney, Washington. And again, today's date is February 3rd, 2016. I do want to thank you for choosing Bulldog Rooter, and that will conclude this video inspection.